Hey everyone, so you know those moments that just like slap you upside the face, one of those aha moments, you're like, wow, I just realized that, or I just thought about that. Well, I had one of those today. I'll tell you more about that. And also I'm going to tell you about some divine intervention that's happened very recently. This also comes along with an announcement. So first about the aha moment. So today, you guys, those of you that have been following us know that Anika and I have been working on this property, getting all of her trees planted. A friend of ours is basically loaning us a piece of his property so that we can grow Anika's tropical plants, tropical trees. And so today, we were out there and we must have laid 10 to 12 cubic yards of mulch on top around this area. I'll put pictures in the stories later. Well, the reason why it was an aha moment for me was that this took us about 2 hours, maybe a little bit more than 2 hours. And it was a team effort where our friend Bill, he had the backhoe and he was going over and bringing the mulch and dumping a pile, and then I was spreading it out. Well, the aha moment comes in a little bit later after we're done. I take a step back and I look at it and I'm like, wow, this looks amazing. It looks great. And then the light bulb hit. Light bulb went off. Light bulb. I just spent 2 hours, roughly 2 hours, hyper-focused on what needed to happen. Bill dumped a pile, I spread the pile. Bill dumped a pile, I spread a pile. There was no question about what needed to happen. There was no distraction. And it got the job done faster than it probably would have done had I had anything else going on around me. So therein lies the light bulb. How many times in our lives do we have a task that should take a couple of hours, but it takes us 7, 8, 10, 12 because we're in this constant state of distraction? We have things happening around us and we get caught going, oh, I'm right here, I'm right here, I'm right here, whoop, over here, or whoop, over here. You know, some call it shiny object syndrome, some call it squirrel, you know. However, when you can spend that time, if you can spend 2 hours of hyper-focused time on tasks that you need to get done, you're going to get them done. And you're going to get them done very well, very fast, and very efficiently if you know what it is that needs to be done. And therein lies part of where some people struggle. It's not knowing what needs to be done. If you can plan out, hey, for 2 hours, I'm just going to do X. And you focus on X and you know what X means, and shut the door like I talked about in my post the other day, then you can make X happen. You can make it happen fast. Just like that mulch today. And I was having a conversation with my wife when we were driving back from the property. And I literally said to her the same thing. I said, wow, if I could stay hyper-focused like those 2 hours consistently on my business, this thing's going to continue to grow and take off and get more and more and more. And I offer that for you, but also, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're a career person, if you can spend at least that amount of time each day hyper-focused on your relationship, on your career, on your business, on your health and wellness, whatever it is that you want to be hyper-focused on, if you can just stay hyper-focused for that period of time each day or regularly, whether it's 3 days a week, whatever that is for you, then you'll see those results begin to just explode. So that was the first piece of this message. That's talking about the staying hyper-focused, really being hyper-focused. The other part is the divine intervention. And this comes with this announcement. So for those who do or do not know, I have decided to join the Ankush Jain's AJC coaching school. And it's funny the way it happened because it really has been tons of signs from the universe, from the divine, that have just been interacting with both Ankush, myself, and others. When Ankush reached out to me just over a month ago, or about a month ago, first time I talked to him, I flat out told him no. I said, no, I've got other things I need to take care of first. This is not, I'm interested in the school, but it's not the right time for me. I was very resistant. And then signs started to happen. Things started to happen. And he reached back out to me and he said, hey, something in the divine is showing me, leading me down your path to serve you. Let's have another conversation about this. And then he proceeded to explain to me that his coach, Steve Hardison, had given him my name specifically to talk to. And not only given him my name specifically, but put my name on a list of about 14 people, many of which are very prominent coaches in the world, including Rich Lippman, Michael Neal, and others. And I was like, wow, okay, so another sign. Still resisted, still said no. And more happened over the next few days. Now, this is in England, and so I would have to leave here on September 5th, and then to get there on time for the start of the course. And I had an audit at work scheduled on September 6th, the Friday, so I wouldn't have been able to make it for the first day. And then like 4 days later, after talking to Ankush, the auditor reaches out to me and reschedules to September 4th, earlier in the week. And I'm like, wow, okay, another sign. Long story short, my wife kept getting signs, Ankush kept getting signs, I kept getting signs. The universe was saying this is the right place for me to be. And it's kind of compiled that way. And so what was fun about it after that, so after saying yes to Ankush and registering for this school, the very next day after saying yes, I was talking to one of my best friends in the whole world. This is a guy that I've known for years. We coached Little League together back in Washington State. When we moved to Florida, he moved to Oklahoma. But we obviously stayed in contact. Haven't seen the guy in person in over 4 years. He came down and visited in Florida the first year we were there, which was almost 5 years ago. So between 4 and 5 years, haven't seen him in person. Sending him a message the next day after making this decision and letting him know about the fact that I'm going to be in London from September 6th through September 10th. And he says, holy crap, I'm going to be in London September 8th through the 15th for something through work. And so now we've coordinated to where we're actually going to get to see each other for the first time in over 4 years. And it takes us both being in London at the same time. Tell me that's not something happening with the universe. You can't tell me that somebody who I haven't seen in almost over 4 years, who I still consider one of my best friends in the world, just happens to be in London, overseas, the same time that I'm going to be there. Like I said, divine intervention. The universe was speaking. Sometimes when the universe speaks, we need to listen. And honestly, if I hadn't been alert or more aware and looking at the signs and seeing the signs, paying attention to the signs and the things that were moving and the conversations that Ankush and I were having, I may not have taken advantage of this. May not have really gone down the path of yes. And the support and the help from people around me to help make this happen has been nothing short of miraculous. Nothing short of miraculous. And so that's what I intend to create. I will create miracles out of this experience, not just the school that I'll be a part of, out of the experience of getting to the school and getting registered for the school. The miracles that have happened to make it to this point so far, it is only fair that I create miracles also. The best way to show appreciation for the miracles that have been created is to create miracles myself. For those around me, for myself, for my family, for those that I serve, for those in my community, helping create miracles is the best way to say thanks. So anyway, those are what I got for you today. One, the aha moment. Stay laser focused on what it is you need to do, even if you have to shut your door, lock your door, and stay right here for a couple hours. Cool, do it. And second, pay attention. Be aware of the signs out there. When is the universe talking to you? And if they are you listening? Are you paying attention? Are you paying attention? Are you hearing what they're saying, what it's saying? Because I bet it's speaking to you. And I bet you're ignoring it or you're not paying attention. So anyway, make it a great day, everybody. And always remember, never forget to be schmaltzy. Take care, my friends.